My favourite moment of 2011 was probably going to the Venge launch at McLaren HQ in Woking, which is this huge space age type facility. Getting a look at the bike and then being shipped off to Italy to watch Milan-San Remo, to see if Cav could win on it, and then to see Matt Goss win on it, which was pretty incredible for the guys I was out there with. And then the next day having a test ride on the bike itself, which was pretty amazing.
For 2011, the highlight for me has got to be racing the Mega Avalanche. I've never done it before, and so it was a massive eye-opener for me. Some of the toughest riding you can ever imagine to do, and doing it on a 160 bike as well was certainly something pretty special. You kind of realise how significant advancing suspension technology, brakes, tyres, everything has leapt on over the years, and it really puts into perspective how hard you can ride the bikes. And as far as the race went, not ideal for me, but still unbelievable experience. Can't wait to do it again next year in 2012.
It's kind of a mixture. It's bad and good. It's when I bailed out of the Marmot at the sort of halfway down the Galibier, La Tourette. I was feeling very ill, very sick, couldn't hold a cup of coffee, couldn't control my bike. I was shaking that much. I just hadn't been eating very well because I'd felt ill for the whole event. Covered 81 miles. I'd ridden up the Col de Glandon, the Col de Telegraph, and the Galibier. So you know, I'd nailed some pretty big climbs. Alpe d'Huez was still to come, quite a way off, and I was feeling sick. So I just got in the back of an ambulance, a St John's type of thing, Le St Jean possibly, and. I was sort of, you know, putting on my best sick man voice, and I tried some French. Avez-vous le sac de siccage? It didn't really work. I said, have you got anything for me? I feel really ill. I think I'm going to faint. I think I might fall over in a minute. She rummaged around in the back of the ambulance, and I thought, brilliant, she's going to give me some sugar, some energy bars, some kind of drug, some EPO perhaps. And she got me a sick bag, which didn't really help. So I had to get in a broom wagon, and it was quite an embarrassing moment, quite a soul-destroying moment. But fortunately, there were about 60 other people in the coach, so I wasn't alone. I wasn't the only person to drop out of the Marmot. But it means I've got unfinished business. So my resolution for 2012 is probably not to go back to do the Marmot.
My favourite thing that's happened to me in 2011 would have to be either participating in the Mega Avalanche itself, because it was just such a massive effort in terms of training, sorting the bike, getting out there, and then actually competing. My absolute favourite would probably be the day after Weaver and I actually raced. We got to ride a single track from the Midway lift station down to the village of Oz to meet the guys that just finished the Mega, and it was just probably one of the best trails that I've ridden. And after the pressure of the race, and everything was aching and it was sore, but as soon as we started riding, it was just like grins on faces and a sort of a big weight at your shoulders, really, and one of the best trails I've ridden in my life.
The toss-up between Cadel Evans winning the Tour de France for the first time and Mark Cavendish winning the World Championships for the first time. Both were really fantastic performances, I thought, but I just have to give the edge to Cadel because he's been there for so long, he's tried so hard, and he's had a lot of near misses, I guess. And a few years ago, I think he'd almost been written off, and he was just so persistent, and that's what gets you the big prize at the end. And I was really thrilled to see him finally claim the yellow jersey in Paris.
The best event that I've ridden this year, the 8-hour solo at Oktoberfest in Bristol, just because for me personally it was kind of a milestone. The year before I'd ridden it on gears, but had only been out of cast for about a month after breaking my ankle on my foot, so it was kind of good to go at it at a pretty good lick.
To sum up 2011 in a sound, I think it would have to be this.
I can't actually make it, but it would probably be that stupid music they play at the top of Mega Avalanche. I think you can find that somewhere that's just about as horrific a sound as you'll find in something like.
I don't think anything can sum up 2011 better than the sound of a crow.
For me, the sound that sums up 2011 has to be, yeah! And that's for Tracy Mosley winning the overall and Danny Hart winning the World Champs.
2011 The Sound. What would that be? What kind of question is that?